Listen up, family. Now, I know times have changed since I was a kid, chasing the ice cream truck with a nickel in my pocket. But let me tell you something straight from the heart. These modern issues, they're just like that old broken-down station wagon we had in '82. You gotta pop the hood, roll up your sleeves, and get under there with some good old-fashioned elbow grease. First off, this whole social media thing. Back in my day, we talked face-to-face at the soda fountain, not hiding behind glowing screens like a bunch of moles in a video game arcade. Kids these days are posting their breakfast on the Instagrammy or whatever it's called, fishing for likes like they're collecting baseball cards. Well, let me tell you, the only like that matters is when your old man says, "Attaboy," after you mow the lawn without being asked twice. These algorithms are turning our young'uns into zombies. Turn off that contraption and go outside. There's a whole world of real friends waiting, not some pixelated buddy who only exists when the power's on. And don't get me started on this cancel culture. In my day, if you made a mistake, you said sorry, shook hands, and moved on like men. Now everybody's ready to tar and feather you over one wrong tweet faster than you can say Dynasty reruns. Whatever happened to giving folks a second chance? Remember when the Fonz said "ay" and everybody forgave him? That's the American way. We forgave Nixon after Watergate. Well, sort of. But these keyboard warriors won't let a guy live down one bad dad joke from 2019. Baloney. Let's bring back forgiveness, folks. A little "I'm sorry" and a firm handshake goes further than all the blue check marks in Silicon Valley. Now, about these electric cars everyone's buzzing about. I drove a gas-guzzling V8 that roared like a lion and got me to the hardware store in style. Sure, gas was cheaper than a candy bar back then, but these newfangled battery buggies? They remind me of those silly DeLorean time machines from the movies. Flashy, but what happens when the juice runs out in the middle of nowhere? I'll stick with my reliable old pickup that hauls the boat and the kids' bikes without needing a PhD in charging stations. Progress is fine, but let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Real men build things that last, not gadgets that need plugging in every 2 hours like a darned pacifier. Climate change? Hogwash wrapped in a bow tie. The Earth has been around longer than my mother-in-law's meatloaf recipe, and it survived ice ages, dinosaurs, and disco. Sure, we should keep our backyard clean. I taught you kids to pick up your toys, didn't I? Recycle the newspapers, plant a tree like we did on Arbor Day, and turn off the lights when you leave the room. But don't tell me I gotta give up my Sunday barbecue because some egghead in a lab coat says the sky is falling. Back in the '80s, we had acid rain scares and the ozone hole. And guess what? We're still here, and the backyard's greener than ever, thanks to a little common sense and not panicking like Chicken Little. This remote work nonsense is another doozy. In my day, you put on a tie, kissed your wife goodbye, and went to the office where you earned an honest day's pay. Now everybody's working from home in their pajamas, zooming with the boss while the dog barks in the background. How's a fella supposed to climb the corporate ladder when he's got his feet up on the coffee table? Teamwork means showing up, shaking hands, and closing deals over a 2-martini lunch, not typing emojis in a chat room. Kids, if you want success, get out there and hustle like we did. No shortcuts, no quiet quitting. Put in the hours, learn from the boss, and one day you'll have your own corner office with a window that actually opens. And speaking of the kids, these participation trophies. When I was your age, you either won the Little League game or you didn't. We learned to lose gracefully, shake the other team's hand, and try harder next time. Now everybody's a winner just for showing up? Balderdash. Life's not a video game where you get extra lives for free. Build character the old-fashioned way. Scrape your knee, get back up, and earn that trophy. That's how you become a man, or a strong young lady, ready to take on the world, not some snowflake who melts when things get tough. Don't even mention these gender reveal parties with all the fancy smoke and balloons. In my day, we found out if it was a boy or girl at the hospital, painted the nursery pink or blue, and got on with it. Now it's a whole production, with cakes and fireworks, like we're launching the space shuttle. Just love the kid, teach 'em right from wrong, and let 'em be who they are, without all the hullabaloo. Family is family. Boys, girls, Doesn't matter as long as they know how to change a tire and say please and thank you. Inflation's through the roof these days, too. Remember when a gallon of milk cost less than a stamp? Now it's highway robbery at the grocery store. Back then, we pinched pennies, clipped coupons from the Sunday paper, and made do with what we had. Mom stretched that meatloaf to feed the whole block. Today's youngsters, with their avocado toast and fancy coffee, why pay $5 for what you can brew at home for a nickel? Budget like your old man, needs before wants, save for a rainy day, and teach the kids the value of $1 instead of swiping plastic for every whim. Politics? It's a three-ring circus worse than when Reagan was dodging tomatoes from the press. Everybody's yelling left and right, but nobody's listening. In the 80s, we had Morning in America. We beat the Soviets at their own game, and we believed in pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. Now it's all division and us versus them. Folks, we're all Americans. Sit down at the dinner table, pass the potatoes, and talk it out like civilized people. Agree to disagree, but never forget the flag, the family, and the freedom that made this country great. Family. The world's gone a little cuckoo with all these apps, trends, and woke this and inclusive that. But the secret's the same as it was when I was fixing the roof with duct tape and a prayer. Hard work, common sense, a little laughter, and sticking together. Turn off the screens, help your neighbor, say your prayers, and remember, life's better when you keep it simple. Now, who's up for a game of backyard catch before dinner? That's how we solve problems in this house.